Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's episode of the Four Corners Podcast. My name is John, and I am your host, who is,
the fattest.
I mean,
That's mean. Damien?
What's up, Johnny?
How are you, bub?
It's finals week. I'm stressed.
Girl, I feel you.
Girl?
Girl?
I thought Nick was the girl.
I'm
What?
not a girl.
Nick, you are a girl.
Speaking
Not
out
a
of
woman!
turn. Speaking out of turn.
No, speaking of women, Kelly!
Hi.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
Good. How are you? How's your finals week going?
I don't have any finals.
You don't?
No. I had all my stuff in the last week, so...
It must be nice.
It is really nice because I went to the library today and played Tetris for like 3 hours straight while Cammy was working on stuff.
Sometimes when I want to procrastinate, I just stare at the ceiling.
I
So
do that. I
smart.
stare at the ceiling anyways, but...
Look up at the sky.
Nick!
Yeah.
How are you, bub?
I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, I'm
I was
kind
up
of...
late last night and I did not sleep in at all.
Yeah, I've been tired for the past like 3 or 4 weeks, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like
Me too. But
Yeah.
I'm about to not be tired anymore after this week, so I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Nikki's
looking
about to
forward to
sleep
I'm
for about
excited
4
for
days
the
straight.
future.
You're excited
I'm
for the
excited for the
future?
future of sleeping.
I'm excited for the future.
Why?
Because
Tell me more.
WWE might be heading in a good direction.
We'll see about that.
I'm saying, okay, so SmackDown is looking good. A little bit.
SmackDown's looking great.
Yeah.
It's the A show.
Raw is not so hot, and that's because there's just no direction right now. And like you said, Nick, I think it is because they are waiting until after the greatest house show ever and after Backlash gets over
After
with.
the
Yeah,
filler.
Backlash. Oh, he's not going to be on it this year, is he?
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Backlash.
It's back to Backlash. So, yeah, this will be an interesting episode. We'll try to fly through it, but we did have the greatest house show ever, a.k.a. the Grr. The Grr. When that popped up,
Me too.
I thought it was funny. And I think it's a plus because not a lot really happened. I know a lot of people were like online arguing that this isn't a house show. Do you see the stage? Do you see all this stuff? It's just it's a glorified one. That's what it was. It had house show booking, like
It was the stage of WrestleMania, but with the booking of a house show.
exactly.
Honestly.
Yeah.
They got all the fireworks, a lot of fireworks. An absurd amount of
Lot.
fireworks.
Oh.
The half the crowd didn't even see because it was outside of the building. But all the matches were very cut and dry. Expected the outcomes.
And well, that's the weird thing about this show is that this was one that like at first we're like, oh yeah, this is all predictable, and then as we thought about it, we're like, well, we don't know what's gonna happen. Like we don't know if these titles are gonna change. We don't know if like who's gonna win it because I think while the regular Royal Rumble like has storylines going into it and it has like an actual stipulation at the end, like you get to. Will you take the eye off, Nick?
No.
It is really
Yeah.
bothering me.
It's okay. Stay woke.
I just can't stare right at it.
Stay woke.
Nick has a sticky note of an eye. Who drew that eye, by the way?
Me.
That's a good looking eye.
Thanks. It's like the only thing I can draw.
Nice.
Stay woke.
Stay woke.
But yeah, we
To all
have.
listeners, stay woke.
Good
Are you
Lord.
woken, Nick?
Good Lord.
Inform
So
yourselves.
we it was kind of weird because like well, we don't know what's gonna happen. We figured that at least the one title, the Universal Championship, was gonna change.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. The only title change that we got was the Raw Tag Team Championship, and that
It
was
wasn't really a
It wasn't a
given.
change.
title change.
I was gonna say
though.
that's what I'm saying. It was a
So,
given.
like,
But yeah, the Deleter of Worlds. That was one of the most predictable matches on the card. Cool stuff.
Coolio.
Cool. I don't really know what to say. There's not really a whole lot to say about this show.
No,
No.
not too much.
No, not too much.
Big match. At the end.
no.
Yeah,
Oh,
at
no,
the
no.
end.
In the one
The
spot.
one spot that happened.
Good Lord.
You want a Titus World slide?
Oh, yeah. The one thing that
That
made...
was the best moment of the entire night or afternoon.
And, like, I know that what you were saying, that, like, he has merch now and, like, he has exposure on TV, but I just feel so sorry for
He
him.
looks so embarrassed.
Titus Worldwide is literally just me.
It was hysterical. Like watching him do that and then get in the ring and like try to like get his stuff in and like punch people. Like he was so flustered, you could see it. In his face.
I didn't think about it, but they didn't have any of the LED screens. If they had that there, he could have been seriously hurt.
I mean, even if you watch it back, his face was like this close to the apron. Honestly,
right?
Just he barely missed it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
It wouldn't be a funny meme anymore.
No.
He'd be dead or crippled.
Like you're like in the back, like hyping yourself up, like I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna give it my all, and then your music hits, and you just run,
out.
and you're so excited, you hear the roar of the crowd, and then all of a sudden you just trip over your own 2 feet.
See,
it slides so far into.
He really did.
Underneath.
And the funny thing is, I showed Cammy because I was watching this with Cammy.
Yeah.
And I like busted up. I was cracking
God.
up.
I was actually.
It was great.
And she was like, what? And I was like, watch this.
And I love how he like does like a little fish flop to try to get out without.
Well, see, at first I thought it was staged. Like I thought that
Are you
was a
crying
work and that
again?
they did that. And then I looked at it and I was like, first of all, WWE isn't this smart.
No.
Second of all,
And Titus is not that graceful.
Titus. I was gonna say
Yeah.
Titus isn't that. He couldn't have tried to do that in the slightest. Gosh, that was funny. But the thing about the Royal Rumble, like I was saying, it had this stipulation, or like other Royal Rumbles have this stipulation, and realistically, there's only like 5 or 6 guys that could win it at every Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This one, it was like, well, dang, maybe they could give it to this guy, or like, dang, maybe they could give it to another guy,
Yeah,
because there's no.
Every entrant was like, like
Maybe this guy will take
they could actually win.
It was
Nah.
Mike Kanellis. Good. Gravy. Yeah, poor guy. He was in there. He was in there like swimwear, and then but yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Why are you showing memes during the podcast?
Not a meme. Damien sent a close-up video of Nick with his eye, and all I can think of is dun 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 dun.
Okay, we're gonna
that's
go back into
enough memes.
podcast mode. So Braun Strowman ended up winning. He won that giant trophy and that lime green belt.
Called it.
Yep.
What I don't know what that means. I thought honestly he'd bring the belt out on Raw and like.
But he
I
brought the
was so
trophy.
excited.
The trophy.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Okay,
then.
but like,
Yeah,
who
but-
cares
I
about
like
it?
that
That big. Stop.
I like that, but
I like
That
that.
was
But
Like, who cares about the trophy? Like, if you're gonna be the the champion of this event, then like come out with the belt.
I think it's just a one-time thing. He's never gonna bring that out.
Maybe next year he defends it in the Rumble.
Ah.
He comes out number 1.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like that was just something the Saudi government wanted at the last second. They're like,
We
make
want a belt with our
We,
colors.
we want a belt and we want to see Yokozuna.
Oh my good gravy. Yeah, there was a lot of interesting little nuggets of information coming from that particular. Did you guys see the because WWE aired the Backlash the promo, the best of both worlds, I think it's called. They aired that one, and it has the females in
Carmella.
there. Yeah, especially Carmella. The females in there, and their revealing attire, and the Saudi government was angry.
They were pissed.
Yeah, they ended up issuing an apology on social media.
And they made sure to say that it's never going to happen again.
Yup.
Ever.
They're like, it was very.
Women will never ever wrestle here. Like, that's a promise or
Yeah.
whatever.
It was.
Kind of defeats the purpose of our 12-year deal with them.
Well, I thought it was interesting because I watched a bit of Raw. I thought it was interesting the way Michael Cole kind of talked about it, and he was saying that like WWE is gonna be a factor in Saudi Arabia's change because of this.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I was like, because I get it, and I know that a lot of people defending it are like, well, this is an in for WWE or I don't think they're that they care that much about women and their rights. But I know that a lot of people are defending it that way, that like this is an in for them to make serious change, which it is, like it honestly is. But I don't think WWE is that forward thinking, and I don't think they care that much. They just got paid.
I mean, I'm sure they would love the headline if they could get it easily, but they're not going to force it or anything.
Yeah.
They're not going to sever any kind of bridges or anything with Saudi Arabia.
Especially since they got paid so much money.
Money talks.
Yeah.
Money talks, and Vince McMahon doesn't walk, he struts. That baby struts because him's grapefruits.
It's great.
But I know one rumor going into that was the Saudi government wanted a big moment. They wanted a title change in the form of Roman Reigns winning the title against Brock Lesnar. And a lot of people were like, well, WWE is going to do this title change here where Roman Reigns did get a lot more positive reaction.
Sure did.
And they didn't do it again. Again.
So what does that mean to you, John?
They're
giving up on him?
I honestly believe they're giving
You're
up
gonna
on
push
him
Braun as
for the
face
moment.
now?
They what?
You're gonna push Braun Strowman as the top
I
face now?
could see that. I don't like. We'll have to see after Backlash because the kind of the storylines, air quotes, that they've been doing recently, just that there's no substance to them at all.
Mm-mm.
The best thing going on right now is the IC championship picture, and good gravy, what a match that was. Ugh.
Hot.
Why isn't that like? That makes me excited because the IC title is like it's like back to the workhorse of it. Like the Miz
Yes.
brought it back up, and then Seth Rollins and Finn
carry
Balor
it.
are reaping those benefits of being able to put on a good show. But what do you guys think about the future of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar and this Universal Championship? Anybody?
It's over for now.
You think it's over?
Yeah. Roman's had his chances. I think they're going to go to something else. And
I think
probably-
Braun beats Brock somewhere down the line. I'm starting to think that you're right, John. And they're not giving up on Roman, but
They're not.
I think Braun's going to be the guy to dethrone him.
I think I don't think they're giving up on Roman. It's just the Roman experiment is done. They're giving up on the Roman experiment.
What's that? Define the
Pushing
Roman
him as this
Well,
ultra mega John Cena.
I think they're going to try to reset back to what they were doing at the end of last year, and when Dean comes back and when Seth's the top guy with this IC title, they'll do the Shield again, get Roman back over, then push him again as a singles competitor.
Yeah.
which will probably
Which
not work.
might come at the end of the year, maybe.
Hopefully come at the end of this year.
Yeah.
I don't even want that to be that soon.
I don't want it to be, but
Get
I
him
would
away
expect it.
from get
The
him
WrestleMania
It's an
main
easy
event.
out to have Dean and Seth feud. Like Dean turns on Seth this time, and then Shield just
Yeah.
breaks up, and then you can have Roman do his thing.
I mean, they might go with the Charlotte and Ronda main event next year for Mania.
Oh, yeah.
I could definitely
I
see
expect
that.
it.
But yeah, they just need to get Roman Reigns away from the Universal Championship. I think a
You can
good
get Brock away from the Universal
Yes.
Championship.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Immediately.
I'm honestly wondering if they're going to break CM Punk's record
That's the goal.
with
It-
Brock Lesnar.
that is
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
the goal.
It's not the same
Absolutely.
lineage, it's a different title, but it's a world championship.
How long?
434 days.
Well, how much longer does Brock have?
About a month.
Brock's had it for a little over
Oh,
a
he has a
year,
month?
'cause
He has like a
won it at
month.
Mania last year. Mania to Mania 365. So
No, it'd be more than a month.
I
It's
saw
like-
I saw somewhere it was a month that he had left.
he's really darn near.
Oh no, I guess a year is 365 days. Isn't
Yeah.
it? I was just
So
thinking.
about a month and a half, 2 months, and then he'll break it, and then
How many days was it, Nick?
It was 434 days
he's gonna lose it at SummerSlam. Like
Yeah.
it's
to Braun or
It's-
Lashley. Or
yeah, it's
whatever.
literally inevitable if they're trying to break CM
Honestly,
Punk's
I could see
record.
them do a five pack or a fatal five way.
Fatal five-way, yeah.
Yeah.
5-pack.
Five-pack challenge.
and then
Whatever.
and then have Finn win the title that he
No,
never
it's
lost.
not gonna. It's not gonna.
Nope.
I like the mean streak Finn had though.
Yes, when he stomped Seth.
Oh, I
Stone
loved
South.
it.
Grabbed him from behind and beat him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. That
Yeah,
was
he
good.
likes that butt though.
I
does
like
like
that,
that.
but
He does like that, but
I like that, but
yeah,
I
but
love
there really wasn't anything
I like
else
his
of
butt.
note on the Greatest Royal Rumble. I was excited to see Rusev got some offense in. It was just about what I expected it to be.
I was shocked. It was what? I think it was 9 minutes total.
Yeah, and
I was
Taker looked
surprised.
good for just about all of it. So
Minus dropping Aiden English on his head. That
Oh,
sucked.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a.
Hey, there were a few botches throughout this entire
Entire
Rumble.
Focus
That one,
Jeff
Titus
Hardy's.
World Slide, Jeff
Yeah.
Hardy's, and then good Lord, Bobby Lashley almost killed Big Cass.
Oh
Y'all-
my god!
do y'all
he
remember that?
brain busted him on accident.
That was almost as cringy as seeing Roman try to pick up Undertaker
Oh my
last
God.
Mania.
Yeah.
He almost killed the boy.
Yeah. It was honestly scary. Poor Cass, dude.
Yeah, poor Cass. Poor Cass.
I think it was telling too that Undertaker did not tombstone Rusev in that match, or even attempt to tombstone Rusev in that match. I think that says a lot about Taker's back. He wants to finish his career, but he's not 100% in his prime or anything.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Anywhere
he's in
near
his
it.
50s.
I don't think he
52.
can have any more good matches.
I mean, the matches that
Unless
he's
he's
put
fighting
on.
Finn Balor or Seth Rollins.
I wonder if
They don't
Taker asked for that match, if he wanted Rusev, if
Maybe.
he likes Rusev that much, because as we saw on SmackDown tonight, hopefully they're not breaking up Rusev Day with Aiden English.
Looks like it.
Well, I hope he was just like giving him a moment, and then like they'll be back as a stable. But Lana came back, which we all popped for.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest pop
My
of the
girl.
night. And hopefully they turn face, because it looked like they had some face tendencies in that promo. They had this cute little thing. It's so adorable.
A cute little
Not as adorable as
story.
you, John.
Oh, stop it,
my
you.
God.
Your hair looks nice
Cute.
today.
No, it doesn't. It looks
Yeah,
bad.
you're right. It looks like
No, it doesn't.
Ouch. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Nothing else really of note. The Jeff Hardy and Jinder Mahal match was better on TV than it was on this.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh yeah, the freaking WWE Championship match.
What?
The no disqualification. Or
No, AJ Styles
DQ.
and Shinsuke
Sorry.
being the count out. That's
yeah,
what
DQ.
that was.
Whatever.
That match was so much better than the Mania match up until the finish, and I was wondering how they were gonna do it. And it's just, I get it, but it stings every time they do a double count out like that, or like a count out when they do the cop out.
Yeah.
It sucked how both World Championship matches were crap finishes.
Yes.
That really sucked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. You
Yes,
know
it-
what? I really didn't hate the steel cage match though. I thought it was pretty decent.
Still, it was kind of short.
It was short, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And I don't know if you guys like paid any particular attention, but Paul Heyman interfered in a match for the first time in like
Oh,
10.
15
slammed.
years. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the first time that he's actually interfered in a match. I don't know what that means, if it was just something they did, but that was an interesting little thingy thing that they did.
You're a little thing, you.
But yeah, there wasn't a whole ton to talk about. It feels weird that we're going right from this greatest Royal. Well, dang near from WrestleMania right to the
To-
greatest Royal Rumble to literally back to back
Backlash.
But yes, we do have the 2018 Backlash pay-per-view, the first co-branded pay-per-view in however long, whatever that
3
WWE's been
years
doing.
or whatever.
Better of both worlds, or the best of both worlds. The best of both worlds with that awful music video that they did, and I hope they don't show that before.
Are they gonna, for every pay-per-view now, are they going to promote that it's dual branded? Even though
Probably.
they're all dual branded now. Because like
Yeah.
the whole point of Backlash, it says worlds collide with both shows, and the next show, and the next show, and the next show, they're all worlds collide.
I wonder
They
what
don't
that means
stop
for
coming, and they
Survivor
don't stop
Series.
coming, and
Yeah,
they don't
I
stop
don't-
coming.
Because
I
there's
don't know.
no there's just no like brand supremacy anymore. If
Yeah.
that's the case,
Yeah.
they're all just kind of working towards the same thing. But yeah, we'll go through these matches here. The first match I have on the card is the Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley match versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Nicholas,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling you that.
Okay, Grandma. Oh no, if you're talking Grandma, you'd say Nicholas.
Nicholas,
Nicholas.
get the window.
Stop.
Nicholas,
Tuesday.
you're coming over
Tuesday.
Friday.
Stop.
Nicholas.
Yep.
Who do you have winning on Sunday?
I have Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman because they will not lose. That's your answer.
Solid.
That's a good one. Kelly?
Yeah, I agree with Nick. Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman. Even though Bobby Lashley looks like Megamind.
He's not Mega Man.
Oh my God.
Or Pepsi Cannon. He's neither of those.
Ask me what I think about Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley.
Damien, what do you think about Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley?
They big and they're gonna get the win over Cammy.
Good dub.
Over Cammy?
Yeah. Sorry.
Cammy!
Sorry, Cammy.
What is she in there wrestling with these big dudes for? Come on.
She likes big dudes. Obviously.
Obviously.
Dang. Is she Vince McMahon secretly?
Yeah.
She can give me some of that money. That'd be cool. Yeah, I also have Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley. There's just no way that they lose.
Yeah, no.
Kind of sucks that it's gonna be to Sami Zayn or they're gonna win against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. But oh well, they can kind of roll with the punches with that one. The next match I have on this card is for the Raw Women's Championship, a rematch from WrestleMania where Nia Jax defeated Alexa Bliss, and Alexa has been giving these awesome moment of bliss
She's been bullied.
Are they
promos.
awesome?
I love them.
I haven't really watched them because I kind of cringe.
They're so funny.
I don't know.
They're
I-
funny, but it's just
They're
You don't
cringy.
like them?
I'm not an Alexa Bliss fan.
I'm not a fan of the whole
Whoa.
bullying
Sorry, Ethan.
angle.
See, and
I think it's so dumb because it's like we're in this era of like PG friendly, like kid friendly, and we're basically just
Making bullying a
yeah,
joke.
yeah, making it a joke, and then like like if you bully people, then like you're gonna get a title, and then you're gonna lose a title, and then you're gonna play the victim. Like
See,
it's just
I feel like it just confuses the hell out of the casual fan too.
Yeah.
Seeing the actual smaller, prettier girl that's complaining about the big girl picking on her, it's like you would expect
like
that.
what?
So that, like if you haven't been watching the actual program, then you're like, oh yeah, she has a good point. This
see
girl's awesome.
my thing about liking it is I think if it blurred the lines a little bit more, then I'd have an issue with it. But I think since it is so blatantly false, that it is so over the top, and she is being like so over the top with this segment, I think it's awesome. I think Alexa Bliss pulls it off fantastic. And even with, I can understand like the casual fan being confused, but if you continue to watch the show, you're going to see that that's not the case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like it, and I because it does. We'll have to see what happens at Backlash, because I don't think they're gonna take the title off of Nia. But Damien, what do you think?
Ask me what I think about Nia Jax.
What do you think about Nia Jax?
Oh, she's gonna get a big win on Sunday.
A big win. Kim?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Nia Jax on this one. There's no way that they're taking the title off of her
Not yet.
Yeah, eventually.
But
I don't
not
think
yet.
I don't think it'll be to Alexa either. But that's for
Nicholas?
I think Nia wins.
Nia wins.
Ooh.
Yeah, I forgot to say that Ethan had Strowman and Lashley.
Oh, who cares?
The Strashley.
Hey,
Loman.
we miss Ethan on
We
this
miss
podcast.
Ethan.
We do miss Ethan on this podcast.
We respect
Where's the B
Ethan.
show?
I also have Nia. Yeah, where is that thing?
I don't know.
We
I
promoted it
expect-
weeks ago.
He made the like
busy.
graphic for it and then just never put it out.
Never put it up.
Ethan, if
He
you're
has it
listening,
recorded.
Ethan, if
Yeah.
you're listening,
He's
put
not.
it out.
He doesn't listen to this.
Dude, you know what's funny though? Casey's Facebook video.
Which
Kobe.
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 Oh
That
man,
was great.
love Casey.
Yeah, I also have Nia winning.
Is that 2 sweeps in a row?
2 sweeps.
Yeah, because Ethan
sweeps.
Ethan had
2 sweeps.
I hate that.
I do too. No?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Oh, lit.
Good.
Okay. Because Ethan has Nia as well.
I feel
So,
good.
the next match I have on this card is one that was made tonight. We've been seeing this little ongoing feud as soon as Jeff Hardy stepped on the scene to SmackDown with Randy Orton and the United States Championship. Nicholas, who do you have winning on Sunday?
Cindy.
Stop.
Yeah.
I have Jeff Hardy.
Lit.
Oh yeah.
I only have a reason just because he just won it and Randy doesn't need to get it back. So Jeff Hardy.
Kelly?
Sorry, I just yawned. Jeff Hardy, yeah. Yeah, like Nick said, Vince obviously sees dollar signs in Jeff Hardy. I don't think Randy needs to go for the U.S. title anymore. I think he'll be entered into the little Shinsuke AJ feud like soon.
I think he'll fight Samoa Joe next.
Yeah,
That'd be a good feud.
I would agree with that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on yours.
It's okay. It's alright.
I hope he's not going for that dang WWE Championship
That
again.
dang
That
WWE
dang thing. Damie.
I have Jeff Hardy,
You also have Jeff
the
Hardy?
Hardy boy.
Dang, look at this. 3 sweeps in a row, because I also have Jeff Hardy.
What about Ethan? Does he have Jeff?
He didn't. He doesn't have it
Oh,
because
yeah.
yeah,
He'd probably have Jeff.
I asked him, but he's at work right now, so he probably isn't going to answer. If he answers, I'll just say it later. But yeah, I have Jeff Hardy as well. I don't know exactly what they're going to do with Randy Orton next. Unless they are going to go into that mid-card feud with Shelton Benjamin and then kind of do another number 1 contenders match and then have Jeff Hardy and Shelton Benjamin, because that'd be a cool match to see.
Or a triple threat match.
Or a triple threat match. I mean, calling back to 2008 or whatever. But, yeah.
Yeah.
So, the next match is one that, man, I just am not all that excited for. Daniel Bryan and Big Cass.
Yay!
Both
a
men-
dream feud.
I was going to say, both men making their non-WrestleMania returns to the pay-per-view. I don't know if the Greatest Royal Rumble was technically a pay-per-view or not, but
I think it was.
It was
I don't think it was, because I don't think they were...
It was an in your house.
I was going to say, I don't think you could actually buy it on pay-per-view.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
then never
It's a
mind.
network special.
But yeah, Daniel Bryan and Big Cass. There's been this, and this is where SmackDown is great, because they have been doing these intertwining storylines with Daniel Bryan and The Miz. They had the one with Big Cass and Miz, kind of, and then Big Cass is, even though this. Oh, Ethan said Jeff. Look at that, clean sweep.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, and I don't mind that Daniel Bryan's going up going up against Big Cass. It's just a stupid story.
You're short. I don't like that.
Exactly.
Boom.
It makes Big Cass look like an idiot.
I like the take when he said they both announced they're being cleared on the same day.
But nobody
Because
cared.
Big Cass came first, and then Daniel Bryan overshadowed
Yeah.
him. I like that aspect of it. It's an actual reason to get mad at somebody, but
I wish they would mention that more.
the little guy, big guy stuff is just really cheap.
Dumb.
And see, that's a gripe. You know what I mean? The whole thing about heels having a small amount of truth to everything that they say, it makes perfect sense. And there was the truth to that like they were cleared on the same day, and literally nobody cared. Like I honestly
cared.
didn't really care all that much, because Daniel Bryan's back. Like I didn't care. There's weight to that story. There's substance to that story. The whole I'm mad at you because you're short. I'm mad at all the fans because they're short. What if there's a 7-foot? What if there's a 7-footer out there and he called them short? Come on now. But yeah. Damie,
I got Big Cass.
do you really?
Yeah, I think they're. Hey, don't shut your mouth. This is my prediction, not yours.
It's okay.
I have Big Cass because I feel like they're still gonna play the. Oh man, Daniel's small. How can he overcome the odds? And then, he's gonna do it eventually, but not now because Big Cass is gonna win.
Hey, what do you think about Big Cass?
He's an average guy.
He's an okay guy.
He's 7 foot tall.
Hey,
Obviously he's gonna be big.
You can't teach that.
Yeah.
I wish you could teach that, because I'd be 7 foot tall. Kelly?
This isn't going to be a clean sweep because I have Daniel Bryan winning. Because why wouldn't he win against the 7-foot, kind of wonky, slow guy?
Wow.
Dang.
Wow, dang.
When I'm right,
Got him.
you can stick it.
Nicholas?
Roasted.
I was torn until just now. I think I made up my mind. I got Daniel winning and getting big momentum going into joining AJ and Shinsuke in their feud after Shinsuke wins.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, that's a... Why'd you spoil your prediction for later? I have Daniel Bryan winning, but by DQ. I think the Miz might interfere.
Yeah, I was gonna say I also think the Miz can interfere.
Depending on where the match that we'll talk about a little bit later ends up, I could definitely see the Miz coming in. So yeah, that's my thing. Ethan had Daniel Bryan,
My boy.
my boy.
It
So
would have been a sweep if I would have been an idiot, but watch me be the only one to get this right.
you're probably right. Like I'm just you're probably right.
Idiot. Stupid idiots.
So, the next match we have is for the SmackDown Women's title, a rematch from Carmella's cash-in of her Money in the Bank kind of deal that she did. She is the champion going into this against the challenger, Charlotte Flair, going for her. It's record breaking, isn't it? If she wins this title,
Is it?
I think they mentioned that about Trish Stratus, that it's like 7 or 9 times or something like that. Which wouldn't surprise me because they had that back and forth with Sasha Banks and her a while
This is probably
ago.
gonna be her 7th time.
I thought that because they mentioned Trish
7th
Stratus
or 8th.
tonight at some point.
She could probably tie Trish with 8.
How is she already have that many?
Because literally,
I know.
I was
like,
gonna
she
say
traded with Sasha
every
for-
every
Well, Sasha's
week it
at
was-
4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
and
she
was
hasn't
defended,
have
like, 0 times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
so
hasn't
that-
had a successful title defense.
Who?
Sasha.
Oh yeah, well, because nobody cares about her.
And her big
apparently.
forehead.
And her... Hey, what do you think about Sasha Banks' forehead?
Wait, why am I saying anything? It's pretty
Right.
big.
Hey, she got that receding hairline too, like you.
Hey man, I think mine looks better than hers.
You and Baron Corbin and her. You can be a stable. You could be Rogaine.
They need a 4th one, and that could be the 4-head horseman.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
I'm just gonna put on my chapstick. And,
Sip your tea.
Nicholas,
Yeah.
since we're so derailed right now, who do you have winning, Carmella or
I'm just gonna
Charlotte
stick this in
Flair?
the
This is interesting because it's like Charlotte is being
No.
booked so strongly, right?
Yeah.
Charlotte's being booked so strongly, and Carmella doesn't have a manager. So who's gonna help her win? Because she's not gonna beat Charlotte clean. What is she gonna like? I have Carmella winning. Overall, I have Carmella winning, but
Okay.
how is she gonna do it?
James Ellsworth comes back.
no, it's gonna be the
Maybe the Iconics are.
I was gonna say I
they
really
kinda teased it
like.
tonight.
I
Yeah.
liked the dynamic of Carmella and the Iconics tonight.
Oh, but when I suggested it all those podcasts ago, you were like, "No, that would be awful."
When did I ever one time say that?
Someone said it. I think it was Damien.
Dang.
Probably.
I don't even
Iconics.
remember you saying anything about Carmella and the Iconics.
I said that I wanted the Iconics
I
to
mean,
go
I don't
to
want it to
SmackDown
happen,
to build a stable with Carmella.
but it's probably gonna happen. It's that
Kelly?
predictable.
Yes.
Who you have?
I have I have Carmella winning as well. I don't think that they'll take the belt off of her quite yet. I mean, they just put it on her, and obviously they are wanting to push her a little bit with this. So I don't know. Should I
Yeah.
text them?
That's okay.
Text 2.
Kitchener's being
That's
loud.
okay. It's okay.
Quit being loud.
He's not drummer boy.
That's true.
Little.
Damie.
I have Carmella. I do think the Iconics will get involved.
Yeah.
I don't really like them still, but they're gonna get involved.
I don't think necessarily they'll start a stable. But I kind of like the dynamic between the two, and I know that there was something going on with Peyton Royce and Charlotte Flair. So yeah, I could see the Iconics getting involved and doing their shenanigans and their tomfoolery, and Carmella retaining. And Ethan might feel the same because he also has Carmella. Dang, that's all clean sweeps tonight except
Remember we just saying how the show is predictable?
Right.
Very predictable.
yeah. Unless it just literally we're all gonna be wrong.
0 for 2, 0 for 3, 0 for 4.
One match that could be unpredictable in recent events is the singles feud, the blood feud that they're kind of booking it between Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe, as Roman Reigns says it. Damie?
I have Samoa Joe winning this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he big, he's fat. But no, Roman sucks, and
That's
I'd
the
like
only
to
reason.
see Samoa Joe get some momentum.
With the hand movement too.
Oh yeah.
Haven't
Yeah,
his
man,
promos
dude.
just been
Fire.
hot?
Fire.
His one tonight was hot.
Ugh.
When he came out
Good.
with AJ Styles. Ah!
Clipping.
I don't care. That's a good band. Have you ever heard of Clipping?
No.
There are. It's got Dobby Diggs, who was the dude in Hamilton.
I mean, if you listen to
David!
it, it's probably trash because I had to listen to that all the way to
I
New
don't-
Orleans.
I didn't put any clipping in there.
No, I'm just saying,
Also,
like, your trash
David
music.
is such a
My
talented
music was so
rapper
much better
and
than
singer,
yours.
so
Oh.
like
What's better than Toby
okay, no,
Keith?
just listen to me.
Literally anything.
Right,
See
Nick?
Hamilton.
Toby Keith?
Kelly?
Hi. I have Samoa Joe winning.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious that they're gonna have him win over Roman Reigns and then maybe continue either their like co-branded feud or put him into the title scene with AJ.
Nicholas?
Yeah.
I have Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns is not going to lose. Yay.
Yeah, I've been conflicted because Samoa Joe does have tons and tons of momentum going for him, and he is hot right now, and they would be stupid to not push him to the absolute moon.
I think it makes sense with him being on SmackDown to reset, lose this one last time, and then reset, become a huge heel on SmackDown starting Monday
and
Tuesday.
I can't see Roman losing.
Yep.
But I'm going to go with Samoa Joe.
Ooh.
I think your whole thing of resetting it, giving him this one last loss, I think it would be relatively detrimental. Just because he has had this. He's talked so much smack to Roman, saying he can't get it done, and he's failed every time. And then for Samoa Joe to do the exact same thing, especially when he has seemingly inserted himself into the title scene.
Please.
I don't think it'd be smart. And Roman is already on this losing streak. Roman's future is a little shaky right now, even though he has. I'm just saying, like,
his future is set. He's fine.
Is it set for the near future?
He's going to lead the Shield into the summer, into the fall, as the top guy on Raw.
Okay,
Whoever
but
the
it's
champion
not.
is.
It's not as immediate as Samoa Joe.
Not as
When
immediate,
does-
no. But
when does
he's
Dean
fine.
come back?
Don't know.
I've
He's-
heard another 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, so probably after SummerSlam.
He set back that much.
He
Well,
was.
I know he was out for 9
I
months.
was
and
gonna
it's
say it was
only
like
been
9 or
the
10 months.
Probably
Fourth or
at-
fifth
after
month.
SummerSlam, if I had to guess.
Yeah, Daniel. Ethan has Samoa Joe as well. I miss him. I wish he was here to give his perspectives on everything.
Yeah. I'm tired of Kelly.
Yeah, I'm tired of Kelly too.
I'm just kidding.
He's okay. You know what I'm not tired of? Seth Rollins as IC champion. And he is going to be defending that championship. Defending that championship against The Miz at Backlash. The problem with this particular food is that they have
Food?
This food?
Feud.
It's funny because you're
Fat.
Gosh.
Got
The
you.
problem with this particular feud, in my opinion, is that they really haven't progressed it anymore. It's just been like Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. And it's like, I like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Miz isn't on Raw.
Samoa Joe made a promo on Raw.
That was when he was still on Raw.
No, he just did it Monday.
What?
He interrupted Roman.
I mean, he wasn't on. He was.
On
wasn't it
Raw?
like?
That was
Yeah, it was
Jinder.
a Titantron
Oh, I didn't even see
video.
that. I didn't even see
Right
that.
at
I mean, but he
beginning.
wasn't on Raw.
Yeah, he wasn't on Raw.
The Miz can do the exact same thing.
Nah, he doesn't need to do that. He's fine.
Damie? Who
I
you
have
have?
Seth Rollins.
You have Seth?
Seth. I don't think
Your boy?
my boy Seth.
Tyler Black?
Tyler Black.
You met him?
I met him when I was like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could meet you when I was 8.
Dang. You were fat and I was probably skinny.
I was
He was
fat.
probably skinny.
Kelly?
God. Seth Rollins. I mean,
Good choice.
they're not going to have both the U.S. Championship and the IC Championship on one show. So until the two switch,
Unless they do.
I don't think they would do that though.
Fair
Look at that
point.
absolute unit of analysis.
Yeah,
that
I
they
know.
made.
Amazing. No.
But
Seth
if they
Rollins.
do,
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins.
Beth Bollins, Nicholas.
I could see them swerving and having Miz win just for the sake of the swerve because the show is really dull itself. But Raw not having a champion would
Mid-card.
really kind of change that, hurts that because they don't have a world champion or a mid-card champion if that happens. So unless Jeff gets traded back or something happens, there's really no way they can do that. That makes sense in the storylines.
I'm tired. If that is wait, so who do you have winning?
I got Seth.
Oh, okay.
I would love the Miz to win it. I think it'd be a cool swerve that would not be absurd, but I don't see it.
I'm tired of WWE swerving just to swerve.
On a show like as bland as this, I'm okay with the swerve for the sake of the swerve.
That's true. I mean, it's gonna be a killer match though.
Oh yeah.
It should, anyways.
Oh yeah.
Better be.
I'm wondering if maybe the Miz Taraj interfere and screw over Miz.
Or screw over Seth Rollins.
No, because they're trying to be his friend, so they're gonna.
Yeah, but he beat them up and.
Yeah, so what they're gonna try to kiss his butt and try to get like up with him, and then eventually it's gonna lead to the Shield coming back and telling the Miz Taraj to go away.
Fantasy booking.
Fantasy.
I also have Seth Rollins. I think he's doing an incredible job as IC champion so far, and the crowds love him. I know that this crowd was white hot on Monday night, but they didn't even let him talk. They were cheering for him so badly.
He was loving it too.
He was soaking it in,
It's like,
man.
how can you watch that promo as someone who books the show, whether you're Vince or Triple H or whatever, and not want to put the biggest title on that man immediately?
And that's okay.
He deserves it. Look at him.
I was reading some stuff online and like watching some videos, and people were just flat out saying like, "This is your guy.
Yes.
This is the guy." And, like, his promos are so good. His in-ring work is so good. He's so innovative. And because him and Finn Balor have gone at it and gone at it and gone at it. And every time it's different. Every time it's unique. It's so good.
It's so entertaining. It's not like a boring... It's, like, not a feud that gets stale the more matches they have. It's, like, it's fresh. It's new every single time.
And I was watching that match, and I was like, dude, this is your Universal Championship match. Come on. But, like, I also can't complain because this is your Shawn Michaels title. This is your Mr. Perfect title. This is the Workhorse title. And those boys are putting in work. So...
They do work.
They do work. Ethan also has Seth Rollins. But nobody cares, I guess.
I care.
You care?
Oh.
Yeah.
I do care. I care about this WWE Championship match that's going on.
Do ya?
Presumably the main event.
Don't get
Presumably.
too
I know. We have, for the third time in less than a month.
Dream match.
Dream match. Once in a lifetime. We have AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Nicholas.
That was a good announcer voice, by
Thank
the way.
you.
You just cut off my prediction.
Yeah.
Nicholas,
Yeah.
who do you have winning Sunday?
Again, we're back to are they going to do what's obvious? Because Nakamura's been standing tall this whole time, week in and week out. Or are they going to do the swerve for the sake of a swerve and have Shinsuke go over on a C pay-per-view in possibly the main event, possibly not the main event? I have Shinsuke because I think it's more likely. Because what else are they going to do in the main event that's going to be actually enticing to watch? But I think AJ could win too. But I have Shinsuke.
Kiel?
I have Shinsuke winning, especially since they made the match no disqualification, which means more shots
Punches
to
to
the
the
nut.
balls!
And I think that's how he's going to end it, as we've seen week in, week out on SmackDown. I think I think they're gonna pull that trigger, throw the curveball, and do it to us.
Damie? Are you throwing a curveball or are you throwing a strike? Or maybe a changeup, dude. You throwing a changeup?
Yeah, because they're wrong.
Whoa!
85% of the time, the man who stands tall does not win at that pay-per-view.
But
85% of the time.
What if this is that 15%?
It's not.
Damien. A wise man once said, but what if they do?
Unless they don't.
Unless they don't.
All right, that's it for this week's podcast.
The phenomenal AJ Styles. And I think he's going to get Shinsuke to the balls.
It is no DQ.
So it'd be, if he wouldn't be breaking the rules.
Couldn't Nakamura just start going to town on him?
See, I have a theory that they're gonna if they do have AJ win, I have a theory as to how they could do it. Shinsuke could go for the nut punch, and then AJ could sell it, but AJ has a cup on this time.
Oh.
And so, like,
how are they gonna? Are you gonna pull it out of his pants?
Pull it out, dude. Pull it out. Come on.
Really
Pull out his entire dick.
Because, like,
whoops.
Oh.
You also.
Nobody
said it at
watches.
the same
Nobody
time.
watches this. I am not gonna go through and edit this.
just write down.
He cursed earlier.
I'm very sorry.
He said the F
Mom.
word earlier.
I did.
Just
But
say
it was
PP next
very
time.
silent. She said,
Mom,
the
I would
D
never
word.
say dick. PP.
I see. I'm not doing it. I see. Okay, but I do have Shinsuke winning. I think that as far as cutting momentum goes, I think that would do it to Shinsuke because he is newly heel. I know that he did stand tall, but it's like, come on, dude, just let him stand tall and then let him get the championship, and then, dude, you know,
And Daniel Bryan can come in and win it from him.
or Daniel Bryan or Samoa Joe or because Samoa Joe and Shinsuke have had great matches.
Yep.
Not in WWE.
I thought you were
though.
gonna say no because the face you made, and then
That was just the pain leaving my body.
yeah, no pain, no gain, and that was Backlash. Nick, what you got, bub? You got a question for us?
Oh no, I don't.
Oh, good lord, Nick,
I
what?
forgot. I'm sorry. I've been distracted all.
Let's
freaking
see.
night
Doing
homework and
what?
stuff. I'm studying. For
You were
finals,
giving
bud.
me spicy Starburst.
Yes, I was attracted by spicy Starburst too. Sorry.
Yeah, those are good.
Yes, they were not good, but you're right.
Oh, here we go.
You got a question?
I got a question.
Oh gosh.
It's gonna be trash. I'm just kidding.
Garbage.
Here's the question. Go.
If you could add any match to Backlash to make it either more enticing or more exciting for you personally, who would you pick and why? It doesn't have to be a title match. It can be, though. Any wrestler. It can be tag match, fatal four-way, ladder match, whatever. Just what would make you, on the current roster, make you want to watch it more? See? That's not a bad question.
Can I answer this?
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I have one.
Yeah, I do, actually.
Okay.
You want me to go?
Yeah,
I don't
Damien,
care.
go first.
Well, can I
Yeah.
ask? Okay, so does it have to make storyline sense?
No.
Well,
No.
mine's storyline sense.
Mine's kind of storyline sense, but like I just want to see it.
As long as it would, the only rule is make you want to watch this more
Okay.
on the current roster.
You can go, Damien. Or unless Kelly,
Mine's
you have
easy.
one if you want to start.
Anyone can go first. I don't care.
I'll go.
Damien.
Mine's a tag team match. I want to see the Bar and the New Day.
Gosh dang it!
Okay,
That makes
let's
sense to the
not.
storyline.
Well, I was gonna say I want to see the Bar and New Day in a ladder match. I don't know what they would. I don't know what they would be fighting over, but I just,
Number one contender's contract.
I just want to,
Fantastic,
dude.
wow.
I just want to
That's
freaking
perfect.
see them. Now.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
So we had the same one.
We did have the same one.
I
Clean
got a
sweeps
real
all
easy
day.
one.
Yeah.
for
Yep.
y'all. Bailey versus Sasha Banks. What
No.
happened to that?
Literally,
She wasn't even on.
also mine.
Was Bailey even on Raw?
Nope.
She was seen backstage watching the match between Sasha and Ruby.
So no.
That's it. She was in a backstage
Gosh,
segment.
what a
Wait, I
jobber.
didn't hear what you said. What'd you say?
Bailey and Sasha.
I don't
Yeah.
even want to see that anymore.
I just want him to do it so it's out of the way.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
just need
wanna
to get
see
it
him
over
do
with.
it.
They just need to get it over
Yeah.
with. Make
Nick.
it more interesting with like no disqualification. You can do ladder. You can do whatever.
The
Wait,
Brewers
Kelly.
got to win, dog.
What?
What's
Duh.
yours?
Over the Reds.
The same thing as Nick.
Yeah.
See, you guys are on
Yeah.
the same brave Wayne.
Brave Wayne.
Brain lane,
Finn and Seth.
brain vein.
Seth
No.
Or was it Sin
Sid
and
and
Feth?
Fest.
Sin and
That's the
Feth.
second time.
What's wrong with you? What you got going on?
Brain wave. I'm studying for finals. My brain
Me
is
too.
fried.
Your brainwave is fried.
Yeah, my
The Cavs and Raptors are in overtime. Can we wrap this up?
Who?
Cavs and Raptors.
Oh, they're in
Overtime.
overtime?
LeBron missed the game winner. I want to watch. Let's go.
Nice. Well,
Well, we're done. No
So
finishers. Let's go.
that
Goodbye.
is gonna do it.
I hate you.
That is going to do it for this week's episode of the Four Corners Podcast. Make sure you follow us on all our social media, our Facebook, our Twitter, our YouTube. Go look at our new website at 4cornerspod.com. It is up now. It is cool. Thank
you
you,
know?
Will and Aiden. I saw them in the library today.
Oh, cool. I was going to announce
And from everyone here at the Four Corners Podcast, thanks for listening.